Alright, there we go. Alright. Do. Today, I thought ahead and actually prepared the stream, the game in advance, so we can just hop right on into it. Alrighty. Alright, last time we left off, we were continuing our pirate playthrough of Battletech. Or pirate in quotations. It was our pirate start. But for the moment, we're helping Merrick, but eventually we will, inevitably double-cross them, because that is what us pirates do. It is our job. But do not worry, we will get right on into it. We will cause as much destruction as we can. This is a base defense. We've got, what, 3 enemy units on the map, no vehicles.
Standing by. On my way, double time.
Alright. Likely a locust. Oh, it's a stinger! I have been corrected. Sorry, I'm tired. Hey! Hey, Bear. Is it possible to get positive rep with the pirate faction? If so, where'd it go? Yeah, so I'm going to be aiming to get my rep with the pirates up as high as possible, because if you do get your rep with the pirates in BTA Advanced, you unlock a micro-campaign where you become a pirate lord. And that's what my end game goal with this playthrough is. To go fully the way of being a Yar Har Fiddly Dee pirate man. Oh, it's so good. You get some unique mechs out of the deal. It's super good. But it's pretty hard. Oh, those are LRM. Those are fast cam. I need to change what he's using. Oh! So, you mentioned liking Jenners yesterday, Bear. May I introduce you to my Jenner R7PA2. 2 flamers, 4 medium lasers, and an SRM4. And full armor. I don't have any heavy mechs yet, but the ones I do have, the light mechs that I've been using are good enough for my purposes. Hunters, mount up on the ridge and let it fly. Send a torrent of missiles down upon our enemies. Fire! Hit them where it hurts. Mortar turret, open fire. Well, yeah, it's a mortar. Mortar 4.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I like that Jenner. It just runs a little bit hot, which is problematic. That's what I like about the Jenner. Generally, it seems to have more bite than most light mechs while still feeling light mech fast. Yeah. The problem is it really suffers in terms of armor. Like, that's the one thing that I worry about my mechs with, is I have learned the hard way. You're stuck in place, so you're just gonna open fire. Yeah, I've learned the hard way that the best solution to the light mech problem, which is they are made of paper, is so eventually you can get things like ferrofibrous armor, which just will save most of your light mechs, or endo steel will save most of your light mechs. Because if you can, so endo steel, what it does is it cuts down the cost, like the weight of your structure, and it can reduce it by like 3-4 tons. And on a light mech, those 3-4 tons go a very long way. Or if you're using extra light fusion engines or light fusion engines, because the majority of the weight on a light mech is the engine and the structure. If you can cut down those two things, you can put a lot of fun things on a light mech.
Need something, Chief?
Paradox. Flank them to the right and fire with the ERPPC. Extra range particle projector cannon to the leg, please. Arm. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough.
Think I hit something good.
I from where I saw, you looked fairly early, but I'm also messing with lots of mods, so do not take my game as the baseline. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Dervish wasn't. The Dervish isn't in that game. Neither is that version of the Jenner. Actually, well, I actually have tanks. Hold on, Matt. Up. What are you doing? Like, the fact that I have tanks in my lance says a lot for how modded it is. Because I love tanks. Tanks in Battletech are actually terrifying if you can use them properly. The problem is using them properly. Alright, Dervish, we're going to swap off of Fast Cam. So if you don't know, Fast Cam is family of scatterable mines. I can't remember the A in the thing, but essentially what it does, this ammunition type, is it spreads a layer of mines on the ground around the target that it's aiming at. Yeah, I'm sticking with base game for my streamed story mode playthrough, and then I'm planning to mod the game for an off-stream career playthrough after I finish the story on stream and move on to a different project. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm a really bad streamer in terms of finishing my projects. Like, I have like 5 playthroughs that are like just sort of there and they're happened, and I need to finish most of them. Like, I was playing through what's it called? Metro Exodus, good route only, like doing the best decisions as I can. And I just got to like the second to last area, and it's tough. But you know, I'm not a very old streamer in terms of how long I've been doing this, so it's just one of those things that I sort of just go with the flow of what I'm feeling in the moment and just vibing. I haven't played any of the Metro games myself. I hear they're good, but I'm not sure they're really my thing. As someone who never thought I would love the Metro series, I will put it to you this way. I was a Fallout fan, a die-hard Fallout fan. Metro has snared me in a way that I never thought it would. And I really love the Metro games. I've beaten number one. I haven't beaten number one, Metro 2033. I have beaten Metro Last Light, and I have beaten Metro Exodus. But the problem is I.
Ready for orders.
Sorry. Metro Exodus is a very interesting change in the Metro series. I like it, but also don't. Like, it has some things I really wish they did better. Like, they could have done a lot more with it, but it feels too short to me. Ooh.
Oh, I like that shot.
Fair enough, to each their own. I just don't really find post-apocalyptic Russia to sound like that compelling of a setting. Very fair. Very fair. I mean, as someone who has Russian heritage, to me it's actually really, like, it's just a cool take on it. I love the Stalker games as well. Like, I've only played the fan-made Stalker Gamma, which was my first taste of it, and it's really, really, for the same reason Stalker, and also doesn't really appeal to me. Yeah. Derp.
How's it going?
What am I going to do with you, my love? Bear, I would like you to meet Derp. She is my wife.
Critical hit, Commander.
Ooh, 2 salvage parts on that Jenner. Tasty. I want more parts. I want to take all of the salvage. We are pirates. Yar har fiddle dee. Open fire, Mr. LRM APC. I will say, though, the one thing I do appreciate about this game, like this modded Battletech especially, is how nice, like, LRM Lances feel. Anxiety sucks, I know him well. He's an odd frenemy of mine. Have my sympathies to propose for whatever is going on. Yeah. She is riddled with anxiety. Hey, do not DFA. Okay, so long as you're not DFAing one of my guys, we're fine. Heracles, light that punk up. Missiles away. Sensor locked. Doctor? Mr. Spider, I think you've made a very grave tactical error. You have put yourself in front of my Jenner. And now...
Critical hit, Commander.
Now you fall. And your right leg just broke. Oh, and you panicked and ran like a coward.
I hear ya.
I would describe myself as a gallon of anxiety in a 2-liter bottle. Brother, that is a very real description.
Commander.
Someone tried to get into my send alert. Yeah, that's my wife in a nutshell. She is the bottle of anxiety too.
I'm receiving you. Watching my heat gauge.
Flatline, move up. A fracture has appeared. Pokey Catch Ultra Ball. Okay, the second and third waves have appeared. That sucks. At least I didn't get hacked. It didn't get hacked away from me. I've lost a couple of accounts here and there hacking over the years. Yeah. Oh goodness gracious! They dropped full to 2 full lances. Aye. That is bad. Yeah, if you want to start your quest in the Pokemon community game, just type !Poke_start. Are they gonna hit? From all the way over there? No, no you didn't. Oh my word, that is a heavy laser carrier. That needs to die immediately. That is the greatest threat to any of my units I have ever seen. Kill it now. Does orbital bombardment work?
Hey there.
All units fire! Kill the wasp. Ah, take that, wasp.
Show 'em what you got.
I just disarmed him. In the literal sense of he no longer has a gun. I'll let the APCs deal with that stinger. Yeah, I have been super lucky to not get anything taken from me. But had a good few attempts on it. Closest I had was my X account. They signed in and changed the password, but not before I got in and kicked them out. Changed the password 3 times in 24 hours. And yeah. Okay, now I know Twitch is losing its mind. It says I have 0 viewers. Dude, what the frick? What is wrong with Twitch? Twitch, you're drunk. Go home.
Copy that.
That's so weird. Okay, we're gonna multi-attack with the fast cam. We're gonna put... Oof. I feel that. Alright, spread the LRM fire of the... Okay, it's not done yet. You set off a whole bunch of mines. Yeah, my wife is tech cursed. She literally breaks computers to a degree that is just incomprehensible. No, not the LRM turret.
What can I do for you?
Firestarter, move to the front and cook them. We shall set the forest ablaze. Set the entire forest on fire if you must. Just kill them.
Receiving you.
Kill them all.
On the move. Full speed. Roger that.
It is intended to be a compliment, but my wife is strange. I love her to pieces, but she is very strange.
Moving to position.
It's probably the reason why we get along so well, because I'm a crazy person. Fire the LRMs! Oh, hello.
Crazy.
Yes, hello, darling. Ah, not my nose! You licked into my nostril, you fuck!
Oi!
Oh, shoot! I swore on stream. I'm sorry. Ah! Your saliva's in my nostril! No! Get away! Help! I really wish OBS would work with my webcam. Because that would prevent her from doing it because she never wants to be seen on my cam.
Correct. Because I have my own VTubing shit.
No swearing!
Oh, dagnabbit.
Baka!
I will stab you. With my hand.
Swore on stream, unsubbed, unfollowed, reported, SWAT on their way. Call in
Aw.
for immediate drone strike. No!
I'm
Not the
sorry.
drone strike!
I'm sorry, my bad. I'll leave. Goodbye.
Not again! No! The quad laser turret has been destroyed! All units rally!
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I am a deep enjoyer of Battletech, and I also play lots of survival games on stream. I try to find really niche ones that are like uncommon or people don't know about or just go under the radar a lot. I'm sending drones, not predator drones, just a bunch of male bees looking for a queen to mate with. Yeah, drones in the hive are I'm not good with animals. Derp! Could you explain, please, Miss Knowledgeable about animals?
I'm somewhat knowledgeable on bees, but drones are the workers that fly about and do all the menial tasks, taking care of the brood, going out, getting nectar, things like that. I could be wrong with that, but I'm quite certain they are females. A bunch of females.
Understood. Moving fast.
So there is nothing to be mating with a queen. You're welcome. You've now been educated on these facts. Love you.
Let's see how you like.
Thank you, darling. Thank you for the BFAX. You know, maybe I shouldn't let the APCs fight that entire lance alone. That's probably a bad idea. They'll be fine. Oh, never mind. They have a maximum hover transport. That is very bad. Look at that chunky little guy. Oh, distraction!
Okay.
Hey, you need to get to work and go eat. Okay, then go take a shower.
I hear ya.
You're probably heard on stream anyways.
Time to fly.
Set fire to the forest. Burn them down. We'll make a wall of flame that is impossible to get through. Damn it, woman. Stop giving me affection. I needs to play my video games. Yeah, essentially.
Waiting for orders.
Because my job is to entertain people, and I want to entertain them.
Understood. Moving fast.
Alright, focus your fire on the laser carrier. No, this isn't my full job. I work, so I do this during the, like, afternoon, and then in the evenings, I have a night job that I do to pay the bills and to keep the lights on. But I try to do my best. I'm not that good of a streamer, but why not just coast and let your wife worry about that? Every good boy needs a sugar mama. You see, she also works, but it's more of a mutual understanding, especially with where we live and how much money it takes to live. That and it's always better to be safe than sorry. Hello, Unborn, my friend. How are you doing today? Fire on the heavy laser carrier. Kill it before it gets close.
Waiting for orders.
Ah, terrible. I'm deeply sorry for your terrible evening.
Target confirmed.
Ah, the sickness has gotten thee. I dare say that is a unfortunate turn of events.
On my way.
Cicada, I cast kick. Fire the lasers, all of them. Oh, Unborn, you poor... Oh, you poor sod. That is terrible news. I'm so sorry for you. As someone who has had that happen before, nah. Truly awful. Hold on, I need to do a thing.
Let's go.
So we've got a Locust over here, we have the Raven. I want the Raven parts. Heavy laser carrier. Ibuprofen helps at least with the horrible headache. Ugh. Yeah. So I only have 3 enemies over here. Then I have the 4 that are left over there. Unborn, you probably already know this, but just in case, make sure to get plenty of fluids, even if you might not feel like it. Yeah, I agree with Bear. Intake of the liquids. The good kind, not the bad kind. Mainly water. I'm not... That Locust is going to frickin' pop with how much heat he just got. No, not liquor. That is like the one thing you should not be drinking. Ah, Maxim Transport. You haven't moved, my friend.
Target
Die.
Hell yeah. That's a kill.
Not salvageable. Gosh dang it. One-to-one mix of Red Bull. What you do is take a 1-to-1 mix of Red Bull and Monster Energy. Boil that until it reduces to a thick syrup. Make sure not to let it burn. And then you mix that with tequila. Again, 1-to-1. And then you have to put that mixture in a syringe and inject it directly into your eyeballs. That sounds horrible, Bear. Do not do that. That... Bear, that sounds like an awful night. It almost sounds as bad as drinking a bottle of MD 2020. Honestly, the selection even better if you can add some chicken soup. Yeah, chicken soup is great. I love chicken soup. Especially chicken ramen. I love ramen.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Gearhead.
Here we go.
Flank 'em, boy. Narc launcher, LRM-15, S lasers, S laser, small pulse laser. Maybe I don't want your parts. That's pretty meh. Whatever. I can tell you getting extremely thick needles jammed is not nice. That worries me.
They think they can hurt me. Good to go.
Just that entire sentence, just that nothing but worry.
Acknowledged. Locked on.
So what you're saying is on board is that you LARPed Dead Space 2.
Commander?
That, oh man, I need to make, that's something I need to do for my Discord. I need to set that up later. Eventually, sometime when I get around to it. I need to make a comments channel on my Discord for the funniest bits that come out of who's ever watching the stream at some point. Oh, if I'll only had done that sooner, that would have been great. Because that deserves to go on there. It's like my quotes channel for my personal Discord that I'm never allowed to speak of any of that things ever again. What is said in that Discord stays in that Discord. No one is ever hearing it.
Let's hit him hard.
Because there are some truly horrendous things that have been said out of context of some situations with my friends.
Go.
Oh no, look at the little locust. Have fast cam, punk. Yeah, I have a quote channel on my Discord as well. It doesn't get used as frequently as I'd like, but there are a few really good zingers in there. Yep. We're going to take a 0.2-inch needle, jam into your eyeball, use ultrasonic through the needle to smash the eye lens, and vacuum it. Full anesthesia, please. How about no? No, me no like it. Me no want. Me does not want. Can I get a refund?
Up high.
Jenner, move forward and cast laser.
Taking the shot.
Laser beams. How did you miss? Okay, provided the fire starter is slightly in the way, so I could understand why you missed. My answer was that was a theoretical question, right? Yeah, a lot. So I have a quotes channel on my own personal Discord that I use, Bear, but namely with my friends, most of the things that get said, because I have a lot of very crazy, unhinged friends. A couple of them who, I swear, don't know the definition of the word filter. And they will just say things that would probably get me, like, canned immediately. canned. Maybe, no, maybe not canceled. It's them saying it, not me. So. Provided they are my friends. Well, I went from 30-30 to 30-70. That's pretty good. Pretty good. At least I'm pretty sure. Oh, cataracts are the worst. No. There's 4 turns until this thing ends. I need to kill them all. Paradox, do your job. Shoot them in the back.
Affirmative.
Send that stinger to his grave. Oh, hey, you actually did it.
Everything you got.
Congratulations, Paradox. I'm proud of you. Do better. And keep doing better. I don't pay you to miss 90% of the time. I pay you to get me results. Why? We're a Merc company! I swear, I need to pay my pilots per hit. That'd be drastically different. Can I change how my pilots get paid? I wish that was a thing. I got narked. You son of a brick. Oh, would you look at that? Hello there, little locust. I think you've made a grave tactical mistake. You've presented your back, to me. At absolutely no range. Fire when ready!
Critical hit, Commander.
Oh, that was fun until you notice how boring 5 weeks in hospital are when you can't see squat and thus are stuck in bed doing nothing for that whole time. Yeah, at that point, I would probably lose my mind. Fire on the Raven! I'm just glad one of my pals who's a Liao frickin'
Heavy damage.
worshipper isn't here.
What can I do for you?
I hate Liao.
No sweat.
Compelling Confederation sucks.
Go.
Plus 52 heat?
There's more where that came from.
How is he not dead? Someone kill this man! Fire for effect.
I'm your spaniel. On my way. Double time. Engaging.
Audiobooks and music is about all I can suggest for next time. Let's hope there is no next time. Yeah, I agree. That sounds awful.
Alright, folks, let's get this done. Farewell, sweet prince.
Farewell, sweet prince. You just aren't... You just... I don't think you can legally say that. You just murdered that man. I do not think you can call him a sweet prince after you absolutely light him up like that. Oh, there he goes. It's dead.
I hope we can salvage that.
2 salvageable parts.
No retreat.
Got some audiobooks by now. Near started me on my phone, so I don't yeet myself out the 5th floor window for a change of scenery. She's battle on my tech till I don't know. Hello, Yeet. Welcome, welcome. Pleased to have you. I keep forgetting to message when I actually stream in that Discord. The Discord shall never be named. Alright, there's one Capellan left. Everyone, kill him! It's only one Capellan. He can't do anything. It's just a Capellan. All you've got to do is offer him, you know, like, actually usable wages and, you know, the actual chance to eat. Yeah, it's a Capella.
No shooting, just
I just
attack yourself position.
Dad jokes. Mod, scam his grandma out of her pension. Brother, that is a comment! I hate having dark humor. Why does that make me laugh? Why? I should find that abhorrent, but it's so funny.
I copy.
Scam his grandma out of her pension. Sounds like something people would do nowadays, though, let's be honest. Because people are just awful. Like, this entire world is just,
No luck.
in the span of my lifetime, went from like, oh yeah, it's a pretty decent place, you know, there's some rough spots, to now it's just,
Taking the high road.
I regret. Man, I'm just gluttonous today. I feel like I've done almost nothing but eat all day, and I keep feeling hungry every hour or two. Bro, I know that feeling.
I'm ready.
Fire when ready. Please kill the wasp. Last greeting they gave me when I came in was same room as always and the usual breakfast choices.
Commander.
Flatline! You aren't gonna get there in time. Gosh darn you.
Neck warriors.
Man, I've barely had a breakfast today. All I had was tater tots, which is not very good for me, but I need to go actually buy food. Or go make actual food, but I just keep not doing it.
Yes, Commander. Let's see what this baby can do.
Put him in the past tense, Paradox. Earn your payment.
Roger that.
You missed! Okay, I'm deducting pay. All of my congratulations for you have been null and void. How did you miss? He was 5 feet in front of you! My breakfast was 2 rolls or buns with seeds in them with eggs and mayo and a very small kiwi. Bro, pancakes with maple syrup and blueberries. 2 days in the hospital just to get one. Make sure that at least bother some person there. Dad's a doc, so get how bad some of the nurses can get it for patients. Oh, you got... Oh, why? Why are we talking about food? I'm so hungry! And welcome back, Derp. Fire in the rear arc. Die already, Wasp! Good. You ejected. Good boy. I know, it's just... and now thinking about it... Waffles sounds so good. Frickin' dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Pokecatch. Just Pokecatch, I don't care. Okay, payment was increased by 10, 20, 50%. A bonus 50%. 682,000. Heck yeah! Man, dang, look at that. Okay, Paradox. Okay, you killed 3 people. I'll let you get paid. Who didn't measure up? Huh? Huh? Gearhead? Finder? Both of you are on short notice. Do better. Whereas Doctor, Heracles, Flatline, Paradox, you're doing good. You're doing good. What does the red background mean? I don't know what that means. Or is that assists? Okay, we have 1 Raven mech part. Na 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 na. Yeet! Stop it. Do I want the... Okay, let's see. Is there anything worth it in this list of... Hello? Ferrofibrous armor? Is that what I... Tasty. Mine. Oh. I thought you went to work! Okay, good. I did get the Raven part back. I realized at the last second that I didn't grab it. I was about to have a tantrum. I caught myself that time. I don't want to hear it, darling. Nope, I'm making food. Need to wait for boss man to message me to come in. I didn't. I caught myself. Why I oughta. Oh man, I need food. All luck, no skill on the loot picks. Yeah. Alright, MechVay. We're gonna build the Raven. And just for the sake of my beloved who's in the other room, we're going to keep it. Because I know how much she likes Ravens. Provided I'm going to make it actually usable. Because get that narc launcher out of there. Get out. LRM 15? No. MRM 20. MRM 20. Oh, I can't fit. Dang it! I don't have any full ammo things for an MRM. Frick! Gosh darn it! Okay, well, time for SRMs. Congratulations, you are now being promoted to SRM boat. That is... Unborn, if I owned an MRM 30, it would already be on it. And if I had the ammo for it, I would do it in a heartbeat. But how about 3 SRM 6s? We're gonna remove the pulse laser because I don't like pulse. Well, they're nice. They are nice. They are nice. But max armor? The legs are still very weak. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, that's essentially what... hold on. What is my heat at? 46 out of 48? Dang it. I can't... I could drop the small lasers for a little bit more armor on the legs, or I can just... Or I'll just move one. Da, 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 da. 4 SRM6, 1 snub-nosed PPC, jump in the back and laugh maniacally. Oh my word, that is a horrifying griffin. But I 100% agree. Snub-nose with 4 SRM6s just... so snub-nose PPCs in this mod are a bit different than the ones you get in base game, because the snub-nose PPCs in base games are shotguns. Most people refer to those as PPC X's, I believe. I cannot remember for the life of me. You'll have to ask Unborn. Unborn. Ferrofibrous. Internals. Gosh dang it. Is that 1 ton? That is 1 ton. Perfect. Perfect. Because that'll put us... Yeah, we're almost 10 above heat. I'm going to put you in there. Don't you dare break. I will get mad. Oh, yeah. Short range, 1 to 9, medium range. Yeah, the snub nose is very fun at close range. Putting it on something, having it run behind the enemy, and just the enemy realizes what's on it is just priceless. Long range, regular ER PPC, not a snub nose. That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, the other thing is as someone who loves PPCs and autocannons, I really wish that... One of my biggest problems with Battletech is I think AC2s should be way better. Like, goodness freaking gracious, why on earth does it take 5 years for AC2s to kill anything that exists? Except for apparently aircraft. Which, guess what? 9 times out of 10, in these games... You're not fighting aircraft! You're fighting mechs! Balatro? I mean, I do own Balatro. I really could do it. Why Balatro? Sorry, Balatro. I can't remember how to say it. My wife is likely about to come in and yell at me for saying it wrong. That's my thing. AC2s are one of my personal favorites. Because... Oh, you love gambling? Balatro is fun, nice, calm, chill stream. I recommend it. Maybe a change of pace, palate cleanser stream sometime. Yeah. I think that's when I'll do it. When I need to calm down. Like, if... Battletech keeps, bashing me over the head with bad RNG. Yar har. 2500 XP. Heavies. There's a couple. I can't remember any off the top of my head, though.
Training confirmed, Commander. Standing by.
Mech warrior training complete.
What can I do for you?
Training complete. Receiving you.
Good to go.
Paradox. Multi-target.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Because
Mech warrior training complete.
one of the things I would love to do is... So I'm a DM. Like, I play lots of D&D and stuff. And one of the things I would love to do is actually rebalance the AC2s. Because AC2s technically could fit into a niche that really doesn't exist in normal Battletech.
Ready for orders.
And just make all AC2s function as essentially... Because essentially what it is it's firing a single round that's like 40, 50 millimeter in size at a target, and that 50 millimeter shell does negligible amounts of damage. We have autocannons today that can dump hundreds of 40 millimeter shells in like a very rapid succession. Why don't we just make it so the AC2s are always full auto? So it's not like, oh, you're shooting me one time with one shell. It's, hey, I'm shooting you with like 30 shells. Have fun. It gains an accuracy bonus because of how much it's putting in the air. I have an AC-20 Hunchback, and I really enjoy it, but it would really be great to upgrade and replace it with a heavy. But I'd like to keep my AC-20s. It's a really fun gun to use. Correct. Yeah, like, that's the problem, though, is like the UAC-2 and the RAC-2... I keep seeing HAG thrown around. What is that? What does HAG stand for? Like, I probably know what it is, but my brain is just non-acronyming at the moment. Hyper Assault Gas. I mean, Hyper Assault Gas, it's a gun that fires in bursts of 10, 20, or 30 shots. Yeah, essentially. Because that would be like the... crazy how the problem with railguns isn't making them, but powering them. Yeah, like, there's so many things I would love to do. Like, I want to own a railgun. Please let has. Will I ever be allowed to have a railgun? Probably not. No, I meant to... Oh, wait, I have all my lance slots filled. But I could have put in... Frack! Gosh dang it. That'll be solved as soon as we have portable fusion reactor engines. Yeah, GM, get on that. Please, invent a portable, really simple fusion reactor for us all to have. A pupitar? Oh, man. That just reminds me of some of the, I want to fire metal pipe faster than the speed of sound into whoever I don't like. That reminds me of, hold on. Someone did, it's an older meme, but it was of a railgun firing, and when it hit the target, instead of making like the actual sounds it makes, they just played the metal pipe drop. Well, it's not that old, I should say. There's a whole paper on Gauss tests and difficulties by the U.S. Navy. Yeah. I went to the gym today. I walked almost 5 miles on Monday. I've been good boy. I'm getting myself a monster and some snacks. I deserve this. BRB. Very fair. You deserve it. Oh my word, I'm fighting the clans. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I am fighting Clan Smoke Jaguar. How are you still alive?
How's it going? Double time. Let's go.
Fire. Fire. We're killing... Oh. Would you look at that?
Hope we can salvage that.
Secure the painting and the painter. Kill every one of these clanners you find. We ain't gonna let a single clanner escape. That reminds me, I need to play 7 Days to Die again. I miss the stream interactions. 3062.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Or at least it started 3062. Now by now it's later than that.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
What are you? Oh, you're a stinger. What are you? Firestarter? Man, these guys have nothing. Commits fire on the forest, and you missed. I am back. I've come to kick ass and eat snacks, and I don't see any asses to kick. Fair enough.
Crosshairs.
So in theory, they could feel the blood asp against you. Yes. Mods, hack into this Twitter and be horny on main. No. Yeet. Stop it. Firestarter. Well, then again, you have set the forest on fire, so we should probably, wait for a minute before we actually, get to the whole,
Acknowledged.
Why is Smoke Jaguar... Oh, then again, if this is a remnant of Smoke Jaguar, this would be really ironic that they're using, How about no? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Unborn, do not spawn that monster into existence. I don't want to see it.
Going.
Hunters, engage with that stinger.
Roger that.
Fire your missiles. All units, keep up the fight. We will yar-har these boys until they're no more.
Copy that.
If there is a sudden one of those that comes out of the fog of war, so help me. While I can't ban you, those were the wrong kind of ammunition. Frick! Dang it!
Standing by.
Whatever. Fire. Did any of the missiles hit? No? Dang it. Cicada, what do you mean that we're trapped in this? Is there a way to get up there? Why are we in this narrow frickin' valley? There, that looks like a slope I can get up. Maybe.
Engage. No joy.
I know, but how the heck did the leopard drop us there?
What's up, boss?
It's not wide enough for the leopard.
Roger.
Yeet boy, maybe. Also, why do you call me streamer? Why don't you just call me tree?
I've got a sensor lock.
Sir Meyer can bugger off. I do not want to deal with pilot antics today. No! Get your DFAs away from me, you frick! Ha! Now I will burn you alive, since you are now unstable. I did approve her application for PTO. We're pirates! Where is she gonna go vacation?
What do you need?
The correct answer is we can't vacation. Mainly because we're pirates. Okay, normal missiles, please. Oh, there's so many of them over there. Oh, great. Now the force is on fire closer to us. That's great. Wonderful. Vacation. Your job is vacation from poverty. Exactly! We are pirates. Dum da dum 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 dum.
Firing all weapons.
Mr. President, a second LRM has hit me. Has hit the Atlas. Ah, yes. What has it done? Scratched the paint. Unless it's coming from like an LRM 20,
Enemy. Flanking.
LRMs aren't going to do nothing to an Atlas. Unless it's in mass.
Yes, Commander.
Provided an Arrow 4, on the other hand, that is a different story.
On my way. Double time.
We're doomed. See, in that case, since I'm saying this because I have a mod that adds such heinous things as an LRM 50.
Mech destroyed.
I've seen the devastation one of those things can do. It was not an LRM, it was merely a narc. Now run for cover. Mr. President, a second pair of pants has been shitted.
I hear ya.
Those are gonna be my pants here in a minute.
Time to fly.
My lance is absolutely... The order of my lance has been entirely screwed. One of them's over there, all alone, and that's a problem. The rest of them are stuck in a box canyon with no way to get out.
Understood. Moving fast. Firing on target.
Man, where's some mortars when you need them?
I think things are going swimmingly. Don't you?
Good to go.
Cicada, come on. Perfect, we can get up there. Finally! Seeing 3 longbows on the horizon is bad. Getting hit by an arc right after spotting them is a whole lot worse. Yes. Or, counterpoint unborn, getting hit with a narc and realizing in the distance are 6 long toms.
Hit him hard.
Which is worse? You tell me. 3 longbows or 3 long toms?
Commander?
You know the devastation. You probably know the devastation of the long tom. Then the horrors. One probably would do the job. Yeah. One long tom. Okay, so Bear, you probably don't know what a long tom is. The long tom is the biggest cannon. Essentially, it is a railway gun, like from World War II. A battleship cannon on a vehicle that lobs shells miles. The terror of the long tom is that if it spots you, like if a spotter like actually gets your location, you're doomed. There is no hope. Start crying now, because that long tom pilot is going to remove my answer. Put my answer on long tom into the Discord. I'd like to order an Atlas with a long tom on. Here's the problem: the long tom gun is 30 tons. If I remember correctly. The gun. It is twice the weight of an AC-20. That actually... So once you get to those 150-ton mechs, or anything above 100, you start to run into lots of problems.
Good to go.
Ask a certain moron named Amaris about the stone rhino and how well that worked out for him.
Target's taking a critical hit. Light down.
Yeah.
Holding firm.
What can I do for you?
Would it be nice if there was over 100-ton mechs? Yes. Will there ever be in the canon that are actually usable and successful in any shape or form? Probably not.
Here we go. Take this.
Amaris, I think I've heard that name. Something did a coup, something ended up starting a huge civil war somewhere, right? That Amaris? Yeah. Yeah, and if it is that big, it has to be a quad, because 2 legs cannot withstand the weight. Like, that is an actual logistical thing in the setting. The legs will not be able to support it.
All right. Hit 'em hard now. Tango down.
And not only a quad, it will be a very, very slow quad. Okay, fire on that striker. Man, look at all that fire. F-mech. So, are you talking about the rot?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Unborn, since I know that you're German. But didn't a certain crazy mustache man try to build like a battleship tank, the Rot? The RATTE? Like, it was just this monster of a thing. Yeah, that.
Need something, Chief?
I'm very bad with language. Yeah, the 1,000-ton tank. Also, I'm not quite German, although we almost did get German. Yeah, two 283mm main guns. With a 105mm coaxial gun. The fact that it's 105mm as a coaxial terrifies me.
Locking on.
See, I'm not sure if there is any over 100-ton tanks that exist in Battletech. They also had plans for an artillery version. Man, those guys, I've got to admit, they were... I want whatever... Okay, maybe I don't want whatever drugs they were taking, but, you know... They had some pretty crazy ideas. There's a small part of my brain that's like, I wonder... 800mm? How about no?
I'm taking heat damage.
Yes, I know you're taking heat damage. The entire forest's on fire! Oh, that's bad.
Is that all you? My heat sinks can't vent fast enough. I'm taking damage. Orders? All in action.
Bear? No. No. No 800mm shoulder-fired cannon. That is a bit much.
Reporting light damage. Good to go.
Finally, we're on the same level as them. LRMs, do your job and do it well. Fly.
Copy that.
You know, as much as I don't like the Hunter as a vehicle, it is really nice, and I hate to say it. Just having lots of LRMs on demand just really is useful. Burn the striker down.
Be good.
I don't know if it will let you on... I don't know if it will let you on Twitch, because I cannot remember what settings I have it set to.
On the move. Full speed.
I don't remember its name, but if I remember encountering a very scary vehicle, it was low. It was just SRMs and SRMs and SRMs and more SRMs. It was kind of wild. Yeah, that's probably an SRM carrier. SRM carriers are a nightmare. Coming around a corner inside of a city and seeing an SRM carrier is like the worst day. Hold on, I've got to look this up. Oh my word. That is... Nope. Nah, fam. That's
The asset has been secured and is ready
a lot.
for treatment.
No, thank you.
Let's see what this baby can do.
Oh, stop with the grammar Nazisms. I have enough of that at home. My wife corrects me every time I make a mistake because I'm bad at my own language.
Protect the asset. It's under attack.
That it looks like what I use for my handgun, my backup ankle holstered holdout handgun.
Receiving you.
You sound like a boomer.
Jumping.
17,700-pound shell going 2,400 feet per second on a distance of 24 miles with 55-pound explosive filler. Ah,
Yes, Commander.
cool wacky gun nuts from Fallout New Vegas. Of course you would dodge that yeet. Light work.
That's a kill.
I'm ready.
Hunters! Let your missiles fly. Let
On the way.
the freedom of being a pirate, let them guide true to our enemies' hearts. That we can steal their mechs and all their valuables.
I think I hit something good.
Good. The fire starter has broken.
What's up, boss?
Keep firing rockets. Missiles. Not rockets. Rockets are made by the Marians, and they are very, very, very crazy.
Okay, let's go.
Cool, you're bleeding out. I don't have to worry about you anymore.
Waiting on you, Commander. I leap. I soar.
You leap, you soar, now burn him alive.
Yep.
Good night, my dear sir. I cast death. Cool.
Let's get this done.
Receiving you. Consider me
And
ready.
we're not even going to be able to do anything because between the Jenner and the fire starter, this man is dead. You've been sensor locked, brochacho.
Good to go.
And I cast Rain of Missiles.
Copy that.
Fire! Hit him with everything we have. Oh wow, everything broke.
Got that taste.
Gee, mercenary company, we kind of hired you to protect the areas of valuable forest from illegal loggers, and your mechs burned the whole forest down. Well, they should have specified don't bring fire weapons. Crater size 39 feet, 12 meters wide, and 12 meters deep. Goodness gracious, that is horrifying. I want one. The wonders of German engineering.
Targeting for an alpha strike. Orders. Primitive.
Wait, there was another guy all the way in the very back? Where were you? Oh, you have two AC-20s. I feel bad for you.
Locked and loaded.
Though, I do want to say, though, in my MechWarrior 5 playthrough, I actually do really like AC-20s.
Waiting for orders.
I mean, AC-2s. Because, using alternative ammunition for them
Got it.
just makes them so much fun. For example, flak shells essentially impact one area, then for every spot that they're connected to, they deal the same damage. So, for example, if I hit center torso, it will damage the legs, both side torsos, and the head. Meaning, you can absolutely murder enemy pilots with it, and it's very enjoyable. Ooh, 2 salvageable parts.
What can I do?
Gearhead. Would you do the honors of putting this poor condor in the ground?
All weapons are go.
Oh, the only problem is Unborn is with the mods, the Rack 2 does not have flak rounds.
Going full throttle.
It is incredibly disappointing.
Mess him up. Mess him up good.
Rapid autocannon, I believe. Or is it rotary? No, it's rotary.
No shooting, just running.
It is the A10 Warthog of autocannons. Just ask General Electric. They make some really fun guns that spin. They built a gun that's that they built a plane around. General Electric. We make things that spin, whether they're washing machines or high-grade autocannons.
Receiving you. Full speed. No target.
Only problem is if you do have a rack, they will devour ammunition. So unless you have
Hear ya. Taking the high
like
road.
4 tons of ammunition, you're gonna run out.
Commencing out.
The HS-129, I believe I've heard of it. Let me double check. HS-129. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know of this one. I know of this one. Ah, yes. Let's duct tape a 75mm cannon to a plane.
Receiving you. Roger that.
Yeah, how about we put a semi-auto Pack 40 on a plane? Nothing can go wrong. Deploy a heavy with a single rack 2 and 12 tons of ammo and nothing else. Gotcha. Yes. Bear, I kid you not. Yes.
Mission successful.
Because a rack 2 does... I just realized I could get that Condor. Oh, I suddenly want to play Company of Heroes 3. Since we're talking about all this World War II stuff. Yes, rack 5. There's rack 2s, rack 5s, rack 10s, and a rack 20. Brother, rack 20s are... Okay. Okay, that is... I might be willing to get the Condor just... Like, I know it has AC2s, which are depressing. But... It moves 812? Beedrill has appeared. Mine. Get in the Pokeball now. Get into the Pokeball and no one will be hurt. Hold on, I need to buy... Where on earth is shop? There we go. Before I forget, I need to buy... I'm going to buy 10 Ultra Balls. Thank you. I'm going to buy 10 Great Balls. Thank you. Yes, I know. You're welcome. And then I'm gonna buy 10 normal Pokeballs. Thank you. Anyways. Okay, guys. So, should I buy the Condor? It doesn't have a lot of weapons, but that speed could make it incredibly useful. Especially as a spotter. Bird up. Especially if you don't know your partner that well. Always wear a Condor, especially if you don't know your partner that well. Because that is a 50-ton tank. With the armor of a 50-ton tank. That can move 812. Like, that's sort of a massive deal. 812? Oh, that's so hard. Do I do it? Give your guy vote. Vote. Should where's how do I do a poll? How do I do a poll? Manage poll. Create a new poll. Question. Condor or mech parts? Duration is going to be 2 minutes. Start poll. I will let you guys vote. The Condor is a tank, darling, not a bird, but it is named after a bird. Two AC-2s and a pair of machine guns. I swear, Yeet, I'm going to bap you over the head. I cannot rename the tank. What am I going to do with you guys? It is moments like this where I just need to sigh. Current poll, other crap. Maybe. I may rename Finder to Trojan if we get the Condor. Alright, the poll's about to close. No. Alright. With that. Alright, Condor 1. Cool. We've got the Condor, we got fire starter parts, we have a full Stinger. Wow. I mean, I am tempted to time him out, though. I don't like banning people unless they're scammers or spammers. Or if they're saying, you know, I didn't realize that those were ER mediums gone. Oh, I regret. I regret. I didn't see that. Well, oh well. I'll find more. Oh, gosh darn it. I can't read. I'm an American. I can't read crap. Okay, Condor. Condor is made. We can have, Stinger.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
I'm a scammer spammer. I'm only here to sell bad AA art and stolen stream overlays. I'm just playing the really long game with my pitch. Lol. Okay, guess what we have? We have a Stinger. Wanna know what's gonna happen to it? Congratulations, you are now money. Vehicle bays. We have the Condor. Vehicles can't be refitted. Oh, this is something I needed to show you, Bear. So the Condor, it is lightly armed in terms. It has a pair of AC2s. Oh, it does have precision ammo, though. That's very useful. Yeah. But that sniper can also move faster than anything else in my current lance. I'll put it this way. Where is it? Where's my mech bays? You know how fast the Cicada is? It has a movement of 231 meters, 315. It is probably almost as fast. Yeah, it is as fast as the Cicada is. But as a sniper. Which will be useful. Hey, I could buy an Arrow 4. AMS, ER large laser, no. Yeah, that is literally its only point. Oh, hey, look at that. Somebody got banned. Freezer heat sinks. Hello. But there's heavy ferrofibrous. Yeah, that's the problem. Getting an Arrow 4 is easy. Keeping it fed is definitely the problem. I found MRMs. We Oh, that's gonna be fun. Wait, do I have? There's no way. There's no way I have. Selling weapons. Let's see. What weapons do I own? heavy autocannon. What the frick is a heavy autocannon? I've got an ERPPC, some Infernos, a heavy Gauss. Light cannon, battle support. No. Chem PPCs are fun. I don't need that. So I have heavy Gauss, but I don't have ammunition for it. Do I just sell the heavy Gauss? Because there's no way I'm going to be able to find it unless I go halfway across the inner sphere. Yeah, heavy PPC plus a capacitor would be awesome. Only problem is I don't have either of those things. I am poor. I'm really tempted to buy the Arrow 4, but I know that it's just a waste of time at the moment. Oh, I wish I had a silver bullet Gauss. Yeah. Is capacitor the thing that says energy weapons do 1% more damage? Yeah. It's like 20%. Or it depends. I love using capacitors on light PPCs because it's just cheap. It's like it is abusive with how dangerous those things are. I just got a Warhammer. It came with that and 2 PPCs. It made me very happy. Yes. A Warhammer with 2 capacitors and PPCs. Congratulations. You're about to absolutely rickroll another lance. If it's light mechs and you touch them with one of those PPCs, they're exploding. Also, I want to show you guys my beautiful little raptors I made yesterday. Unborn, I think you'll be happy. A raptor. I have a snub-nosed PPC and 4 small lasers and an ER small laser that is completely heat neutral by 1. This raptor's entire job is to get behind an enemy and then put a snub-nosed PPC and a crap ton of small laser fire in somewhere where the sun don't shine. This one, on the other hand, is just SRMs. Lots of LRMs, what can I say? I sort of love them. I mean SRMs. We got our commando. I'm probably actually going to scrap the commando because we have the raptors now, and the raptors fulfill the same role as the commando did, just a little bit better. Firestarter H, that's fine. This is the one that has Pharaoh on it, doesn't it? Yeah. Or do they both have Pharaoh? No, only one does. Cool. Light plating armor, proto-endo steel, structure armor. Yeah, exactly. Raptor is a locust, but good. But look at how delightful that snub-nosed PPC is. I'm gonna get behind something and promptly just obliterate it. I got 2 of them. Oh, to inform Bear, if you are curious, these raptors are what is known as an omni-mech. That means it's something that gets introduced by the clans, but essentially it is a mech that any of those slots that it has you can put whatever kind of weapon you want on it. Doesn't matter if it's a missile, if it's an artillery, it doesn't matter any. I have a mech that. Do I convert this raptor into an artillery mech? Because I could buy the Arrow 4 and its ammo and put it in this raptor. That sounds so much fun. Yeah. That's just like the Arrow 4 Irby. Why would you do that to such a light mech? Actually, I'm gonna quickly go. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I have returned. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it the way it is unborn. Alright, we have the money for the moment. Let's go find some places to have some fun. Oh! No, Comstar and the Word of Blake are there. No, thank you. Also, welcome to my map, Bear. This is the inner sphere that I have access to with mods. Your map is essentially roughly this area. We have the Magistry of Canopus, we have the Oregon Coalition, Unclaimed, House Liao, the Merricks, House Davion, the Taurians. We also have the Tortuga Dominions. We have the Marian Hegemony over there. The it's the Illyrian Palinate. We've got the Circinius Federation, which is just another band of pirates. Up here, you have a really interesting group. Clan Jade Falcon, Clan Wolf, Clan Ghost Bear, good old-fashioned Draconis Combine, Nova Cat, the only island of Clan Diamond Shark, Free Russell Hog Republic, Clan Wolf. And over there you have Yarn Folk, Comstar, the new Delphi Compact, which are a bunch of pacifists. Then all the way at the top, you've got the Hanseatic League. And then above them is the Nueva cast. Yeah. They name a lot of the things. And all the way up there, past that area, that's where the clans come from. They're a bunch of jerks. Nobody likes them. Anyways. What are those three? Ah, the Sarna Supremacy. Why are there flashing planets? Those are planets that are currently under attack by a force. If they're flashing purple, they're under attack, and essentially the ownership is being challenged by one of the major factions. Whereas these brown ones are flashpoints that are What are they called? They're like micro campaigns, these two. And same with this one down here. Like over here, for example, an unidentified force is attacking the Taurians. I was actually going to start heading that way so I could go try and help, but I know that I'm likely not going to get there in time. So what I am going to go do, in the meantime, is cut my way through the Magistry of Canopus, trying to find more fellow pirates to make ourselves in a better standing with our fellow pirates. Why? Because piracy is the life for me. You are a pirate. You're har fiddly dee 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 dee. Good. Barracks. I really wish I had good, copyright-free pirate music to play for this stream. Like, where the plunder oh! Temporary hook up the training modules. Fire them up! Come on, let us travel, my friends. Let us keep moving. I want to go find more mechs to salvage. I want loot, and I want it now.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Give them the money. I just realized I have not been upgrading anything. I am an idiot. Recreation. We'll do that one. That'll be less costly. You want all the lewds. Goodness gracious. Okay, the Lothian League is rebelling against the Marian hegemony. Cool. For example, that is an in-game event that now, if we go over here on the map, we can see that those planets are now revolting against their occupiers. Ah, revolution. Alright. Keep flying. Why should we care? Just because. No! Exactly, Bear. Strife means money. And when so long as there is two people left on Earth, someone is going to want someone else dead.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Alright, we've arrived at Afarston. Exactly. War is good for the money. Especially when you're a mercenary who makes a living off of people suffering. Sort of like my entire job. Laser insulator. Alright, love you, darling. I want everyone dead, no exception. No, I'm literally different there. I just want everyone dead, no exceptions. That's fair. While I cannot fully agree with your statement, I like money. So long as I'm getting paid, I will happily commit a few war crimes. I mean, I am a mercenary after all, and we're pirates. We're legal pirates. Unless it's somewhere where you can't get to. Oh. To the Marians, you say? Well, I don't mind sticking it to the Marians. After all, they're just Marians. That's not a mercenary, though. That's just a pillager, yeah. Rider. T-Bone?
Waiting for orders.
Standing by.
Okay, you're being hired.
New mech warriors.
Serini.
I'm receiving you.
T-Bone.
Orders?
Yeah, we'll hire T-Bone. Why not?
New mech warriors available.
Bear, where are you from? Are you talking about U.S.? Unless it's for oil, I don't know if I agree with that. Well, actually, no. Now I think about it. Yeah, I guess you could say that we pillage a lot of things. We cause a lot of destruction. Okay, we're gonna go blow up a base. We're gonna do all the missions here as quickly as possible, and then move on to the next place. Ryder. You're getting the Condor. Alright. That's a little less space to take. I'm from Denmark. Oh, yeah. That is true. I've always wanted to visit Denmark, honestly. That's on my bucket list of places to go. As someone who has a good chunk of my blood come from that area, I like me some Vikings. Like, I love my country a lot because it lets me have the freedom to do so many things. I just wish that people were more intelligent, especially in my country.
Command interface initiated.
We do have some really good archaeological finds in Viking-themed museums around here, so if you do visit them... See, I want to see, isn't there a ship that they found in, like, a glacier that's, like, almost entirely intact? Because that is one of those things I need to see. Oh my word!
Target acquired.
That... How many rockets does that commando have?
Yeah.
Hold the phone. Hold up. Hold up. Commando, that is 15, 30, 45. That's 120 rockets! Hello, Lanier. Ah! What in the actual heck? That thing needs to die! Okay, that fire starter is a normal fire starter. That's fine. That horrific little commando needs to not be allowed to move anytime soon. I hail from the peaceful people that were on the east side of the Limes Roman wall along the Rhine, made to keep cultural exchanges to a minimum. Ah. Ah! You survived! Clint! You survived! Also, that guy's an idiot. He just overheated the heck out of himself. He should have gotten himself into a much better area to fire those. Instead, he wasted them all. You wasted it! Nice job, moron!
Roger that.
Damage is light. What can I do for you?
Like, I'm one of the... So, to give some backstory about me, I grew up in the rural heartland of America, so my opinion is very different than most. Like,
Minimal damage.
I've had to do a few things, like, as just growing up, that it's like, most kids don't have to deal with this stuff. Like, I've had to plow fields, I've had to get on my hands and knees and for like 20 hours and pick weeds from a field because we ran out of pesticide and herbicide. And but I've also lived half of my life in the city because my town that I was growing up in got overtaken by suburbs. And I watched once beautiful green fields of, crops and things get turned into nothing but housing for parents that have no idea how to raise their children.
No shooting, just running. Got it.
Sorry, this is getting a little bit too real.
No luck. Ready to get it on.
Alright, how far can I go?
Affirmative.
Yeah. You grew up around farmers too? Wait, hold on a second, hold on. Precision ammunition. Still only 48%? Fire! I actually really like this Condor. Yeah, I live tucked up in the mountains in the Rockies. I love the Rocky Mountains. Truly a beautiful range of mountains. I mean,
Damages light.
Utah does have the best snow on Earth, as coined by the Olympics from however many years ago. Why do you have so many fire starters? Go away! Yeah, then again, Denmark is so small that what passes for rural here is probably borderline suburban by US standards. We're simply not big enough to have vast stretches of farmlands. Yeah.
Commander,
Okay, we are... Paradox, I need you to get out of there. You're getting torn apart. Recover. This commando's... Wait. Why do they have 3 fire starters? Why? What on earth could possibly possess you to have that many? I mean, provided I love fire too, so... We're talking water-based snow, or the American favored snow. No, we're talking water-based.
I'm on it.
Utah is a very interesting state in the U.S. Tells me the entire country of Denmark is areas around midway between Maryland and West Virginia. Yeah, I would. Yeah, that. That's actually a pretty good descriptor. Do I? Yeah. Hello, Commando. I really want your parts, mainly so I can rip all those rocket launchers out of you. Kindly die, please.
target's taking a critical hit.
Oh, there's mortars.
Minimum damage.
I hate mortar teams.
Nothing.
I hear ya.
Surprise! You have a fire starter, so do I! Mine are just more armor. Have more armor, I should say. What in the...
Dang it, that hurt.
Commander. Heading out.
Kill that MRM turret. That will be the bane of our existence, please. Kill it. Hit it better! Come on! Alright. I'm gonna move that Condor. That's a light mortar turret. We don't know what the other kinds are. Liechtenstein is about 0.9 the size, yeah, the size of Washington, D.C.
Standing by. Copy that.
Alright. Let's see what we've got. There's a sniper turret. Oh, that's an LBX-2 sniper turret. That's bad.
Copy that.
We used to be a little bit bigger. Southern Sweden, all of Norway, the east and northeast of England, as well as a small chunk of northern Germany were all used to fall under Danish rule. But we lost or gave all that up over the years. That's sad. I'm sorry.
Commander.
Ha, I'm a hover tank. I don't have to deal with your BS. Fire the machine guns.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
I was gonna say. Unborn is like, yeah, I'm not gonna think about how much land Germany has lost.
Good to go.
Yeah, very, very fair sentiment. Just like, you know what? Maybe I'll just not. Yeah, nah.
Roger that. Going to full throttle. Yep.
Paradox, hit your shots, boy, or I will send you out the airlock. Yeah, that's fair. Brits at one point owned half the world, and then systematically lost everything, and now they're... Heck, they can't even take... They can't even own all of Ireland.
I'm showing minor. Watch my heat levels. Yep. On the move. Full speed. Firing. All weapons.
Ah, the mortars! Ah, dude, I hate mortar shells.
Standing by. This heat is cooking my internal structure.
Yes, I know it's cooking your internal structure. Which is why I'm only using flamethrowers. Because they don't...
Heat can't bend fast enough. I'm taking damage.
I know you're taking damage. Just keep fighting. That's what I'm paying you for. Mainly because now... Oh my cicada! That turret needs to die.
Good to go.
As soon as physically possible. That is bad. Capital B-A-D bad. Fires and missiles. What is the highest number of flamers you can mount on any one mech? Just curious, asking for a friend. I think the Flashman has the most flamers of any mech I've ever seen. I think it has a whopping 20 flamers. That is very bad. That cicada's... I don't like that.
Crap. That shot went internal.
This sniper LBX has gotta die.
Ready for orders.
Ryder. Do your job, boyo.
Just running.
Kill that turret for me.
Engaging target. Let's go.
Well, I've seen a Flashman that had nothing but flamers. It might have been a hero mech, honestly, though.
Damage on that hit.
Orders. Going full throttle.
Paradox, hit your targets, please. Thank you. Oh, farewell, Yeet. It has been good to have you. You be safe and have a great night. I'm only going to be streaming for another 30, maybe... Yeah, 30-ish minutes.
hit there. Good to go. Here we go.
Doctor, no. We can't lose you and your Jenner.
Roger that.
Head hit. Yes.
Critical hit.
Stop mortaring me.
Ready for orders. On it.
Is that another MRM turret?
Reporting light damage.
It is.
Waiting for orders.
Fire missiles at that fire starter. Ah. I need my units to not take damage so I can just sprint through all these missions. But as it is happening, we are getting torn apart.
Good to go.
Of course I had to go pick a fight with the Marians.
All weapons are go.
Freaking space Rome. Space Rome who have a rocket launcher fetish. Freaking Marian hegemony. Leave him alone! He does not vent heat very well. Oh no, this war sucks. They're actually shooting back. Yeah, that is me at the moment, I will admit. Yeah, Steiner loves assault mechs. Davian loves autocannons. Kurita loves bonsai charges. The Marian hegemony loves rocket launchers. They will literally put them on anything, and I mean anything. Bugger off and stop overheating him.
Systems holding. Heat damage. Damn it.
My only problem with that is I understand that, like, once you get to have too many big mechs, the initiative really starts to hurt. Yeah, Kurita love. Well, ironically, the first made melee dedicated mech was built by the Steiners. Gestures to the Hatchet Man.
It's on now.
Provided. The Kurita's two favorite mechs are the Charger and the Hunchback, if that tells you anything about them as a people.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Yes. They literally have a mech that does nothing but wield a giant katana. They're such nerds.
Confirm.
It is called the Hashimoto Chi. It is an assault mech that has a full-sized, like, mech katana. Why are they focusing on just that Jenner? Stop it! I want to do things with him.
Warning. Over the red line.
Oh, nice job, moron. That is why you don't go over the red line too far. Because you die horribly. I don't care if we overheat. Hit him where it hurts.
Oh yeah. Watch my heat. I'm taking damage.
No! Mortar! Stop it! Stop mortaring me! Yeah,
Commander?
the very first dedicated melee mech was the Hatchet Man, which was built right towards the tail end of the Succession Wars.
On the move. Full speed. Watch my heat. I'm taking damage.
Bro, that is literally what's happening right now, and it's just pain because fire starters are like, I love them because being able to just completely immobilize enemy mechs with just constant application of fire is great. But fighting them, unless you're wielding something that is like absolutely heat neutral, it's just a nightmare. I am being bogged down by fire starters. By go away! Leave that Jenner alone! He didn't do anything to you!
Light damage. I'm generating a lot of heat. Commander?
Gearhead, get up there and show them who's boss. Please, for the love of all the things that was holy. Do something. There. Good. Overheat.
Hit, Commander.
Stop it. What has the doctor done to you? You guys aren't even that effective. I think it's desert. Or bad. I think it's Badlands, actually. Nope, it's desert.
Copy that.
Alright, you punks. You've left me with no choice. Cicada. Tear off his arm. Cicada, you missed.
Receiving you. Full speed, no target.
Perfect biome for getting rushed down by fire starters. Yeah, exactly. It is... Besides a lunar environment, this is like the worst place to run into just
Fire.
a bunch of fire starters.
Let's go.
Light damage, Commander.
Alright. Paradox. Get up there and put a shell in one of those fire starters' backs. And drop it.
Waiting for orders.
Run. Just run. Jenner, just run. They are so focused on you. How are you confident? You've been getting your entire butt set on fire for like the past 10 minutes! Wow, you're finally doing something... I thought some of my pilots are bad. Dude, brother, you missed by a mile. There.
Roger that.
Missiles away.
Inflicted.
And death.
Kill confirmed, Commander.
Waiting for orders. Time to fly.
Good night, dear sir.
We can do this. Let's go. Critical hit, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Hunter, open fire on the second fire starter. Let it loose.
Rear armor.
I should probably be having him shoot at the turrets, but it's fine. Stop mortaring my dervish! Why are you using Inferno rounds? That's not fair.
My mech is overheated.
They have Inferno everything. This is dumb. No, you don't get to exist anymore. You're being murdered, and you're being murdered.
Taking the shot.
Good. No! Freaking gosh dang it! Stop! Stop that! Pop quiz: a hunchback with an AC-20, a hunchback with 6 medium lasers, and a fire starter are all moving towards your lands. Which one do you focus fire first to hopefully take down before it makes range? The hunchback. Hey, hunchback with the AC-20. Period. End of story. That is being focus fired more than any of the other ones.
Good to go.
The reason for that is very simple. Firestarter can't directly kill a unit unless it's with fire damage. In the Hunchback with the 6 medium lasers, the 4P, that is dangerous. Yes, it does have longer range than the AC-20, but they will likely overheat themselves after the first volley. Exactly. One AC-20 round can instantly pop a mech. First target. That, and especially in MechWarrior 5, I have made it a hobby to remove Hunchback pilots from their cockpits. Because I hate them so much. Don't care. Okay, all the turrets are dead. Thank heavens.
That turret is gone. My mech is overheating.
All the turrets are dead. We just have the 2 left, which is, I think, both fire starters. Exactly. And you are correct. That, if there's a mech that is encroaching on your position, like, let's say, an urban mech that has an AC-20, and the guy next to him is a blackjack with a pair of AC-2s, focus the urban mech.
That hit something good.
I cannot remember. Isn't it the Gauss hits harder? Unborn? Or am I thinking of something else? Or do they both do the same damage?
Minor damage. Getting pretty hot in here, Commander.
Yeah.
Eh, 15 damage from the other side of the planet, though, is the thing that scares me.
Reporting critical hit.
Because a Gosszilla is truly nightmare fuel.
Engaging with target.
Doesn't matter on a cockpit, except Gauss got range for days, yeah. And if you're a good aim, frickin' a Gauss serves you well. Stares at all those brave Hollander pilots. We salute you for the noble duty that you have done. How did you miss that?
Cycling for another shot.
I assume you're talking in tabletop stats because the AC-20 does 100 damage in HBS. Yeah. We're talking tabletop. Though HBS is based off of tabletop, they just the numbers are a little bit different.
What's up, boss?
See, the ACs in tabletop each do the damage. Why didn't they just go with the tabletop numbers of this game? Bear, that's simply put, they gave it more numbers to make it more forgiving, because actual Battletech tabletop is incredibly unforgiving.
Locked on, rear armor.
Like, incredibly unforgiving to a degree that it hurts.
Receiving you. Coordinates received.
You're a monster, Unborn, and I 100% approve.
On it.
Enemy structure is weakening.
I'll put it this way. In Battletech, the reason why the numbers are inflated is to make it more fair for the player. Because if you want to go for an experience that is closer to true standard Battletech, play the Rogue Tech mod pack. You, in an hour, you will likely have lost more than 5 mechs. In fact, one mission, you are going to lose probably half your lance.
Firing on target. Ready for order.
Rogue Tech is incredibly brutal, but it is terrifying. What I'm playing is playing a much more balanced version, because the mod author in this case, he wants everything to be viable, whether that's artillery, whether that's, you know, this, that, and the other. He made it so that quads are actually good, and making quads actually usable goes a long way.
Roger that.
Orders.
Also, if you do want to play Battletech tabletop, 3D print all the figures. Do not give money to Catalyst Game Labs.
Standing by.
As someone who despises some of their evil corporate practices, yeah, no. A quad is a 4-legged mech.
Roger.
No retreat. Waiting for orders. Copy.
Yeah, I really don't like Catalyst Game Labs because they are just so greedy.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, no, I don't have a printer and probably won't be getting one. I really don't. I really have ways where you can get a setup right now. Yeah. Very fair. But I'm just warning you. Do not buy from Catalyst Game Labs.
Receiving you.
They own the Battletech IP, but almost the entire community hates them.
Waiting for orders.
Like, I'll put it this way, in my opinion, they're greedier than Games Workshop.
Engaging target.
What's up, boss? Moving out. Locked on.
Yeah. One of the things I will say, though, is
Fresh real
I love Battletech for its, like, for the logic behind so much of their stuff. Sorry, I'm sidetracking because I have mental tangent that I wanted to say. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Gundam is cool. But you wanna know what's cooler? Mechs that are like actually feasible. Because I'm sorry, the bigger a mech is, the heavier it is, so you need a bigger engine core. But in Gundam and like the more mecha stuff, it's like they can flit around like they're the fastest thing on the planet, and it's like that doesn't work that way. Yeah, it's hard sci-fi, and I love it. Okay, we have injuries. Great. Wonderful. Cool, we're just gonna build ourselves another fire starter, because we're probably gonna get... I didn't get any more fire starter parts. I got an LBX... I got an LBX cannon. Okay, I'll take it. And MRM ammo. Hey, that's nice. MRMs are always fine by me. You know, I should actually eat normal food, but instead I'm eating a 5-pound chocolate bar. Damn, I'm so American.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
Man, I really want a more modern... Like, I desperately want to have a full-fledged mech lance of vehicles, mechs, artillery, aerospace assets. I want to customize my dropship. Like, that is the stuff I want to do. I want a full-fledged Battletech RPG that just lets you fully customize everything. Are we ever going to get that? Probably not. Does that make me sad? Yes.
Yes, Commander.
Very much so.
Training confirmed, Commander. Standing by. Training complete. Ready for orders.
Flatline. What do you drive? I forgot. Oh, that's right, the cicada. I'm gonna improve your piloting skills.
Mech warrior training complete.
I hear ya.
Yes,
Heracles.
training complete.
Called Shot Mastery. You will murder things for me. Paradox, I want to also get you to Eagle Eye. So I'm not going to spend your points.
Yes, Commander. Training complete.
Commander?
Stoic.
Orders?
Huh?
I think we're going to do some tampering with our mechs, and then that is going to be where I have to call it today. Because I don't have time for another mission. I really wish I had my full schedule like I used to, where I could just stream for 6 hours every day. But sadly, I cannot. To the mech bay! Firestarter, ready.
That mech you wanted is back online.
You know, I just realized, I essentially have 2 mechs that are doing the same thing with SRMs. I should probably change that. We're gonna have an entire lance of Firestarters by the end of this campaign. I can feel it. No. Actually. Strip equipment. I like the Pollux, but darn, the Pollux 2 is downright evil incarnate for a 75-ton vehicle. I'm not familiar with that one, actually. You'd have to tell me about that. Okay, we'll drop some jump jets. Internals, we're going to give it heavy ferrofibrous. Max out the ammo. We have 7 tons. There's not a lot I can do with 7 tons. No, we can't. Let's just do normal ferrofibrous. How about that? Unborn. Developed and used by comm guards, rebuilt 1st Division. This variant of the Pollux uses a light fusion engine for power. It carries a Guardian ECM suite and a small X pulse laser in the front. The turret carries a silver bullet Gauss and an Arrow 4 missile launcher as an air defense weapon, along with the traditional small X pulse laser. The silver bullet Gauss has 3 tons of ammo, and the Arrow 4 launcher has 6. The rear armor of the tank is doubled as well. Goodness gracious, that is a nightmare. The mech must mount at least 1 functional weapon. Here, you know what we're gonna do? We have 24 tons. What should we put in this Firestarter? How about a pair of LBX2s? Come on! Let me have my... Better. Much better idea. Do I have a cannon reloading system? I don't. Hold on. Do you have a light rifle? Do you have a cannon reloader? Cool.
New weapon systems available.
Give me. I could make it into a mortar boat. A flamethrower mortar boat. That sounds like fun. Also a problem.
New equipment available.
Oh, they don't have any good mortar ammo, though. BS. Alright, you. Refit. Taking out those, taking out those, taking out that. No, get out of there. Taking out you, taking out you. We'll leave the 4 flamethrowers. But Max out the armor. Oh, right. And that. Okay. What if... Theoretically speaking... Theoretically speaking... What if we just gave it a freaking medium rifle? Uh, let's drop the revolver. The revolver boosts it up that much? Oh, those are 9 ammo. You know what? Nah, we are just going. We're just gonna scrap this one. We don't need all these fire starters. I think 2 is good enough. Would I love to have an entire lance of them? Yes. But at this point, personally, I think we need to focus on getting bigger mechs, not light mechs. But that brings us to the end of our stream, guys. I'd like to give a shout out to not Unborn, Bear, who was here. Please go give him a follow. He rated us a couple of days back. Really appreciate him. And now he's coming in and chatting with us. So, always happy to help a fellow member of the Battletech community. But I think that is where we're going to be wrapping up today. We've gotten ourselves... We haven't added to our mechs except for the Raven. But we have greatly increased our company's capabilities through the progress and diligence of our great pirate pilots. Hopefully, we'll get some medium mechs sometime soon. Anyways, that's all for me today. I wish you guys the best of luck. Have a great day. Be safe. And as always, I'll catch you guys next time. Speaking of next time, I will likely be streaming tomorrow as well, probably with some more Battletech, unless I can get my MechWarrior 5 fixed. If I can, we might dip our toes into a new campaign of heavily modded MechWarrior 5. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Have a great night. Be safe. Don't do something crazy. I need you guys to stay alive. Peace!